I am delighted to be joined today with Dr. Simon Watson, Principal of St. Christopher School of Bahrain. Simon, it's so good to see you again.
And you, Charlie. Thank you very much for coming along to the school to have this conversation.
It's good to be here, and it looks very busy at the school.
Very busy, always busy at St. Christopher's. There's always something happening.
I can tell by the traffic. So, Dr. Simon, how would you describe the role of an education leader?
An educational leader is similar to a leader in any other organisation. The big difference, though, is that we're working with young people and young adults, and so we're really looking at the future and how we can create the future. And I think an educational leader really has to have a vision for that future and be able to articulate it and get people on side with your vision. And at St. Christopher's, it's really easy to do that because we have such a dedicated staff and such a highly professional staff. It's important that we look at what we're trying to achieve, and obviously any organisation, whether it's a company or a school, you're looking at the results. And ultimately, we have to make sure we get good results, good academic results, but also really good results when we look at the holistic education. So looking at the sort of the courage that we can help the students instill in themselves, when we look at the commitment that they give to their activities and their life. Curiosity about learning is really important. So that holistic view of education is something that here at St. Christopher's we're really trying to embed into what we do.
What, in your opinion, is the key to providing enriching learning experience to students here?
Enriching the learning experience comes in two different ways. One is in the classroom, where you have to make sure that you engage the students, that you have caring and compassionate teachers who really know their subject. And that's something that we have in abundance here at St. Christopher's. And the other aspect to it is out of the classroom. And that's really where we excel, I think, here. We've got students at the moment in Singapore doing the Formula One for schools. We're about to send a whole team of students to Yale in the Champion of Champions for the World Scholars Cup. We've got Young Musicians of the Gulf, which I'm sure you're familiar with. We're hosting that very soon. And these types of activities enrich the curriculum for the students. We also have two groups of students going to Thailand. And this has been an ongoing service learning opportunity that we've built into the curriculum for many years now. And then building a school for the local people in Thailand. And that type of activity is really what you're looking for in a school, where they can really add and enrich to the sort of the classroom experience.
What are some of the innovations at St. Christopher's that promote quality education?
The Future Ready curriculum would be the first one, where we've looked at what students really need to know now so that they can work when they leave school, right? We've looked at we've defined 6 competencies. And what we're doing is seeing how we can build this into the curriculum. And we're doing this now. We've been doing this now for a couple of years, and it is taking traction now, which is great to see. We also have a professional learning platform, which came out of the COVID, really, because people showed that they were willing and able to learn online. And so what we do is we get educationalists from around the world to deliver high quality training to the teacher. Last year we had Tom Sherrington come in. We got online, that is. We got Ollie Lovell, who's also he's in Australia. Tom Sherrington's in the UK, but a very, very well-known educationalist.
And how often does that happen?
We run these once a year. We've probably got about 30 speakers this year, and teachers sign up for them. Support staff sign up for them, and it's really taken a grip. It's a fantastic initiative that we've put into place. But this came out of COVID. Really good. And I suppose the last one I need to mention is about the new senior school, which is going to be amazing. I mean, you'll just have to watch our social media to see as it comes out. But the facilities that we've designed there are just outstanding. Technology
and artificial intelligence are changing the world. How would you say, in your opinion, that they're changing or affecting education?
AI is going to have a huge impact on education. And I think it's just beginning at the moment. Here at St. Christopher's, we're utilising it, marking students' work with AI. And I'm not aware of any school anywhere where they're using AI to mark students' work. And I don't think it'll be long, though, before people like Google and other organisations and different software companies develop this sort of material. But that's one area that is already changing. But one thing that we shouldn't do is think that students don't need to know anything, because they still need to know things. You can't learn without knowledge. You can't learn without skills. And so that's still at the moment, with the current AI, is something that we're going to make sure we focus on with students. But it could be in the future where you sort of hack into your brain that you can go directly, you can get the knowledge directly into your brain, and then it's a completely different ballgame.
Somewhat scary, but
Very scary.
we'll see how the future pans out. Can you describe a recent student success story from St. Christopher's?
There are many. It's very difficult to choose one, whether you're choosing sort of the 3 students who got the Crown Prince International Scholarship program, the students who did exceptionally well in their exams, but it's really the students who overcome some obstacle where they've got some adversity in their life. We have students who have cancer, who continue to work through the school, and supporting those through those difficult periods is really challenging but rewarding as well. And you've got, obviously, students. Sadly, we have students whose parents, they lose one of their family members during the middle of exams, and that's really a very challenging time, but it's highly rewarding when you can see them coming through maybe after 1-2 years' time. So it's difficult to talk about individual successes, but it's those type of things where students succeed despite the circumstances, despite their personal issues that they may be encountering at that time.
No, for sure, that must be really tough, but also rewarding seeing them come out at the other end. Lastly, a personal question for you, Simon. What was the best thing that happened to you when you were a student?
The best thing, I think it's the same for all students. You need a teacher or a couple of teachers who sort of are on your ambassadors. They take an interest in you. They want you to succeed. And I was fortunate. I had a couple of teachers, 2 maths teachers who believed in me as a student and as a person. And that really set me off on my sort of education, not just in maths, but it sort of flourished in all areas of school. But then I went to university and did a maths degree and then a PhD, and then decided to teach maths.
Dr. Simon, it's a pleasure to catch up, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to see you again.